Welcome to part 2 of Things I Love bracelet. So this particular one is the heart-shaped clasp bracelet. My other one is barrel. Most 99% of my bracelets are barrel. This one I took a chance on and got a heart clasp one, and I actually really liked it. So one side is Pandora, the other side is their actual symbol. Safety chain is just simply stars and a heart crescent moon. This represented my love of galaxy space. I wish this one had been maybe put on my space charm, but they did bring out that beautiful safety chain last year, so I now have that on there. So just getting right into it, this was a present from my sister-in-law for my birthday in 2020. So I turned 30 during the pandemic, and she gave me this to remind me of my love of travel and to keep going. I have been to a few different places, which you'll see in my travel bracelet eventually when I decide to share. I have some exclusive beads from Canada and the US on there, as well as the UK and Ireland. So she got me this to remind me of, you know, being true to oneself and to travel. This one here is part of the ocean thing that was originally exclusively online, but I actually purchased this in store when it became available. I did miss the memo about the original online, and then a few months later they did release it. I have the matching one. So this was my first set of matching Muranos, I guess, on this side. Next up is my favorite Star Wars robot, BB-8, him and R2-D2. I do not care much for Star Wars, but I have to have my robots. I like the story of Star Wars. I do actually enjoy the older movies, but it's nothing without my droids. So, BB-8. Next up is one of the Harry Potter houses. It's Hufflepuff. So, the two bracelets have the 4 houses across them. So, this one is the Badger with the civic zirconias of yellow. And then you've got patience, dedication, and loyalty, which I suppose is my secondary house. Next up is my little fox, which represents my boyfriend. He is obsessed with foxes to the point where everything and anything he can get his hands on that's a fox he owns. If he could adopt a real fox, he would, but it's not really allowed here in Australia, so that's his fox. He tried to steal this bead. I was not going to let him have it. So that's my foxy bead. The clips on this are just the simple, they go with the ones on this. I tried to keep it simple because it was things I love. These ones are engraved where these ones are not. They took a while to get 4. So next up is Fa Mulan from Mulan. She is a Disney character that's always had a special meaning for me. Mulan is someone that I related to a lot growing up. It says be strong and be true, I believe. Sorry, be strong and be yourself. I always felt out of place as a child. I'm sure everyone had those moments, but for some reason Mulan just spoke to me. It's got one half of her dressed up in her soldier outfit and the other half as her family traditional dress. The bail is just ZZ's. So that's one of my very first Disney charms. That is not going on my Disney bracelet though. That's what I was saying before about how I had random beads everywhere. This one here is my baby girl again, a fur mum. I purchased this on her 15th birthday in 2019. I knew time was precious at that time. I'd had her for, 15 years at that point, and as a birthday present for her and for myself, I did get this little beautiful paw print charm. It's the exact same on both sides, except the collar has a heart shape on the other side. Next up is the online turtle, which again was exclusive to online. The bail is covered in blue and white CZs, and the Murano is the base of the turtle's body, and on the back you have the open work heart-shaped belly. This one I did purchase pre-loved because at the time, like I said, I didn't know that they existed, and when I found them it was too late to purchase them online. And then, you know, of course, once you buy something, it comes back in stock. So it was about a year after I purchased this off eBay. I made sure I did my research. It's definitely genuine Pandora. I've taken it into a store and they've verified that it is. It also has an ALE 95. I was very nervous about this one because it did cost me a little bit, but it's definitely Pandora. Now, next up is some charms that are special to me. So they always had a mum charm. So in Australia we spell it M-U-M, not M-O-M, but that's okay. And I always wanted charms to represent my mum and dad, but they never really had a dad charm. Right around the time I started getting this particular bracelet, they finally released one that said dad. So I finally got to complete my mum and my dad. So my mum one is different because it's open work hearts on the sides, where dad's is just solid. So that's my mum and my dad. In the middle, I have another charm for my boyfriend, but also myself. So we have a rabbit and a fox. And the open work is them sitting together under a little starry night scenery backdrop on the back of the Murano. So the back is like an enamel starry sky. And on the back it says, you can still be different and still be kind. So it's more of talking, the charm itself with the CZs, it's more talking about how we can be different but still be kind. But for myself, the meaning behind it is my partner and I are like complete opposites, but it just works. And he calls me Bunny, and I like bunnies, and he likes a fox, and it just works. The other charm here is just the second clip station, some matching clip. In general, my clips tend to be the same. I don't really break away from them too much. I like to keep them the same. Oh, how the times have changed. This next one is from my partner from Valentine's Day, I believe maybe last year, 2020 or 2021. It's just an open work heart. It's got roses around the side. It's not really zooming correctly. So it's got these beautiful roses on the outlay with CZs all the way around. It's open work on the sides. There's some beautiful roses actually carved into the side of the bead on either side, and the top is the same. So that was just for Valentine's Day randomly one year. Next up is, well, my least favorite house of Gryffindor. You've got courage, determination, and bravery, just to complete my set because I have to buy all the houses, right? Next up is the matching oceanic Murano to the turtle and this blue one. This bracelet also tends to have a bit more blue on it than normal. And the last one is from my brother, which is Buzz. He also got me Mulan. I'd already purchased Mulan by this time I got Buzz, but To Infinity and Beyond is on the bail. Buzz was a little joke that we used to have as kids, which is kind of private, so I'll leave that there. But he kind of represents our love of Toy Story and the little jokes that we used to have growing up about toys coming to life. And that is my second bracelet of things I love.